My parents always tell me not to doubt. There's no room for doubt, and that's one of the mantras that I carry with me in every match and in every tournament. Every loss is different. Some hit harder than others. Sometimes they set you back, but I think tennis is such a humbling sport in a way that you lose so many times that you learn to lose and you learn how to get back from those things. And what's beautiful about tennis is there's always a next time.
Good. So yes, this is a tough loss, but I don't think this was a match where Alex simply got outplayed from beginning to end. It was far from it. For a significant portion of this match, Alex Eala was making the world number 10 uncomfortable. And even Amanda Anisimova herself admitted afterward that she knew Alex was going to be a difficult opponent. So let's talk about what happened, because this was actually a very interesting match, and I think there are some really positive things Alex can take. And remember, Amanda is world number 10. She was formerly world number 3. She was one of the more powerful ball strikers on the women's tour, but Alex didn't come into this match playing like someone who was simply happy to be there. She competed, and probably 10 player, you're getting pushed back to deuce again and again and again. And Anisimova keeps getting another opportunity, but Alex kept surviving. She refused to give that game away, and Anisimova understood that message very, very loud and clear. So eventually, Anisimova got her breakthrough at 3-3. She unfortunately broke Alex at love, and suddenly Amanda was ahead 4-3, and this is usually where top 10 player can start pulling away. They get that one opening, my friends, then suddenly the set is gone. But Alex immediately broke back 4-4. That was huge. And Alex wasn't finished. She held her own serve to move 5-4. And then with Anisimova serving to stay in the set, Alex attacked again, and this time Alex broke Anisimova at love. Set impressive. And that point, I'm sure maraming Filipino fans ang nagsasabing, wait a minute, is Alex about to do this again? Because let's remember one thing. Alex came into this match riding a 5-match winning streak against top 10 opponents. She already had 9 career top 10 victories. A win against Anisimova would have been number 10. And after that set, it almost looked very possible. And then, of course, the second set became much tighter, rated them, and now we are heading to the third set, deciding set. 1 set for Alex, 1 set for Anisimova, and honestly at that point, again, this match could have gone either way. And then Alex comes out firing, right? On the third set, she holds her opening service game. Then she produces 2 straight backhand winners to break Anisimova 2-0 for Eala. Guys, you're 1 set from beating another top 10 player, and now you're leading 2-0 in the deciding set. This was the moment. I could almost feel it, my friends. Another huge victory for Alex Eala, but unfortunately, this is where the entire match changed, because from 2-0 for Eala, Anisimova won the next 6 straight games. And that is the part of this match that Alex and her team will probably have to study very closely to look at what happened, right? So, asan ba yung turning point niyan, mga kaibigan? Because that was when Anisimova took complete control. Again, that's tennis, mga kaibigan. Sometimes the difference between being ahead and suddenly chasing the match can literally be. She gave Alex a lot of respect. She described her as a great player and a fighter. And she said she knew beforehand now na going to this match can be very tough. And that is important. This isn't us Filipinos simply hyping Alex. This is the woman who just played against her saying, this girl can fight. Amanda also credited Alex for playing a great tennis and said she is proud of herself for finding a way through the match. And interestingly, she also mentioned the crowd, right? She acknowledged just how loved Alex is and said she appreciated having support of her own because she needed that little boost during such a difficult match. So think about that, mga kaibigan. A top 10 American player, right, playing in the United States, is talking about how much support the Filipina across the net receives. We've been talking about Alex Eala's fan phenomenon throughout this North American swing from Washington to Toronto to Cincinnati. Yes, Filipino crowd follows her everywhere, and the other players are noticing. Now we have to talk about one area that hurt Alex in this game, and that again is the serve, particularly yung mga double faults. That seventh double fault in the third set came at a terrible time because it handed Anisimova the break point opportunity that eventually gave her yung 3-2 lead niya. And against players at this level, those little openings become very, very expensive. So you can survive them sometimes. Alex certainly survived plenty of pressure in that incredible 20-minute game in the first set. But against an elite top 10 opponent, you simply cannot give free points and expect them not to eventually capitalize on them. And I think this is one of those areas where Alex can continue improving because from the baseline, we know she can compete with these women. Her movement, yes, absolutely. Her ability to redirect the ball, we've seen it. Her fighting spirit, nobody is questioning that. But when the margins become very small, the serve becomes even more important. Should we be disappointed? Of course. Sayang talaga, especially because Alex had opportunities. This wasn't like a 6-1, 6-1, right? This wasn't Alex walking into the court and discovering that she wasn't ready for the top 10 player. Actually, it was almost the opposite. She won the opening set. She pushed the match to 2 hours and 28 minutes, and she led 2-0 in the deciding set. She had the chance to move ahead again at 40-15. That's why these Filipino fans should be overly discouraged by it. Look at that level Alex is playing right now. We are no longer celebrating because she simply managed. So this loss ends Alex's 5-match winning streak against top 10 opponents. She was also denied what would have been her 10th career top 10 victory, but Alex has already recorded 7 of her 9 top 10 wins this season. So that's not one upset, mga kaibigan. That's not one magical tournament. At some point, when you keep beating elite players, people have to stop treating every victory like some unbelievable accident. Alex is showing that she belongs in these matches. She didn't get number 10 yesterday, but based on what we are seeing, I don't think we're going to be waiting very long, right? And now here is the US Open. And perhaps this is actually, for me, this is actually the perfect moment for Alex to regroup because the Cincinnati Open wasn't the ultimate destination. The big one is coming, and that is the US Open. So Alex is scheduled to compete in the women's single at Flushing Meadows, and that's not all. She is also expected to compete in mixed doubles alongside Felix Auger-Aliassime. Plus, she is scheduled to participate in the Stars of the Open exhibit event during the Fan Week. So Cincinnati may be over, my friends, but Alex Eala's North American hard court season definitely is not. And when you look at what she's already accomplished during this stretch, there is plenty to be excited about. If I'm Alex, I'm not walking away from Cincinnati thinking I lost to the world number 10. I'm thinking I had the world number 10 in trouble because she did. And she proved she could absorb Anisimova's power. She proved she could create break opportunities. And that she proved to us she could recover after losing serve. And that once again proved that even against the world's best players, she can put herself in that position to win. So yung next step is learning how to finish these matches when the opportunity comes because at 2-0 in that third set, Alex had the door open. But Anisimova managed to slam it shut. So next time, Alex has to be the one who walks right through it. So yes, final thoughts mga kaibigan. Alex Eala's Cincinnati Open campaign ends in the third round. Of course, Amanda, we know, wins 4-6, 6-4, 6-2. But I don't think the biggest takeaway should be that Alex lost the final 6 game. The bigger takeaway is that for 2 sets in the beginning of the third set, Alex Eala went toe-to-toe with the world number 10. She won the first set. She survived the unbelievable 20-minute service game. She came back after being broken. She broke Anisimova at love to take the opening set, and even after losing the second, she came out in the third and immediately built a 2-0 lead. Of course, Anisimova eventually found another gear, but that's why she is world number 10. But Alex made her earn it, my friends, and maybe the best summary of this match actually came from Anisimova herself. Alex is a fighter. I think we already know that. But now another top 10 player knows it too, right? So congratulations to Amanda Anisimova, and for Alex, rest, recover, study this match because Cincinnati is finished, but Flushing Meadows is waiting. And if this North American run has taught us something, it's that when Alex Eala walks onto the court against the biggest names in women's tennis, we shouldn't be asking anymore whether she can beat them. We already know she can. The question again now is who is next? And what do you think, guys? Was the fifth game of that deciding set the moment that changed everything? And what does Alex need to improve before the US Open? So let me know in your comments. And as always, again, if you are following Alex Eala's journey with me, don't forget to like and subscribe and join us because we're definitely following her all the way to the US Open. Thank you so much, mga kaibigan. I'll see you on the next one.